So guys, when we think about the housing market is like a big, massive ship. What do I mean by that? Right? Because the biggest issue today people are wondering is, will the housing market recover in 2023? So think about the housing market. It's like a big, massive freightliner, right? It's not going to suddenly turn and suddenly become really, really good or suddenly become really, really bad. Now, one thing that does affect the housing market, and which is one of the biggest issues, is the Fed monetary policy. So if you notice, whenever the Fed raised the rates, what did they do? They started inching up the rates so they can gradually temper down the rate of inflation, right? They can gradually temper down things. They didn't just suddenly raise the rates 2 or 3 points because that would be too big a shock to the system. So where am I going with this? If it relates to the market, what the Fed is trying to do is to combat inflation so that we have what they call a soft landing. What they're trying to do is bring the economy down, cool it down in a soft manner so that it kind of bounces back, comes back to closer to reality. So 2023, if I was a betting man, I would say we're not going to have a recovery. We're going to have still price correction in the market. But to me, in the big scheme of things, that's not a recession, that is a correction. Now, economists may call it a recession, but realistically, if you look at it from the eyes of a real estate investor, it is a correction. Once the correction happens, gradually we will start recovering the market, but that's not going to happen until March, April of 2024.